Well, how y'all doing, Derby Jack here? Well, once again, I have to say, I have been on here since, a little off and on since this morning, and everybody's talking about, you know, the letting go of the talk show host who said something vile about Mr. Kirk, who had passed away. Now, that alone understood he should be. But that is not the story, and yet that is the story. The story here is Brian Kilmeade. I'm going to say his name. I'm not hearing his name being stated or said anywhere in all of you creators out here. All of you creators have failed in this story. I don't understand why all of you truthers are talking about the other guy, talking about all the numbers and all the. I'm telling you something. Y'all missed the boat on this. Do you understand the precedence of this man, Brian Kilmeade, who came out on air, and his sentiment, and also the whole organization, their sentiment is that, yeah, we should kill these people if they don't want help, if they're out in the streets and can't, they're sucking up, all kinds. This is their sentiment. They're sucking up resources. They're sponges. All they do is take. They never give. This is how cheapened humanity in the flesh has become in the eyes of this particular organization. Because like I said, if you watch that particular part after the other guy who had talked about, that they need to be, make a decision, and the only decision they have is they have to go get treatment. And then that's when Kilmeade comes out and states, yeah, they should, get involuntary, shots, we need to kill them. And nobody blinked an eye. Not even the blonde in the middle. Never. I've said this before. I'm like, I can't understand this. I'm the only one. I have not seen any. I've looked. I have looked. Maybe one or two, but that's about it. And they're like me. They're not anywhere. But the thing of it is, I have looked. Everybody's talking about the other guy, the Kimmel guy. I am appalled at you truthers. You truthers of idiots, as far as I'm concerned. Now you've become, a lot of you truthers who are doing this story with the Kimmel thing, you have now crossed over to the other side of deception. You are no longer a truther, but now you are a sensationalist because you're jumping on that story. Y'all ain't no different. I worked in restaurants. Now I worked in Subway, and when let's say. Let's hypothetically say that another sub place, I forgot, Firehouse Subs, comes out with a new type of sub, with a new type of cheese. Lo and behold, Subway's going to come out. Or if Subway comes out with something, somebody else is going to come out with that. See, because that's how we roll. So what I'm saying to all of you creators, okay? Y'all jumping on the next, you jumping. Here's the thing. You need to start recognizing what's important. Let me tell you why the story about Kilmeade being able to get away and not be fired for it's worse than indiscretion. That is a direct threat, okay? And plus, it has been stated, they can't prove it, but somebody's been hung. This is after him. And some other things have happened. And there probably are other things they're going to try to hide. And then try not to add it. It may or may not. I'm not even saying for sure that you had anything to do with that. But it's kind of funny that they had to happen after. One is a homeless guy. Another guy was something. What I'm saying is, if we allow this precedence, that means when it comes to the TV and how the TV teaches us and how we become absorbed with what the information we get from, the world, We become deceived thinking that it's okay to think that way. Do you understand that if you let this go, what's the next one that you'll let go? I'm sorry. Like I said, this is imbalanced in so many different ways. Brian Kilmeade needs to be taken off the air. Fox Network needs to be shut down and reorganized or sold off to another channel or whatever. And Murdoch needs to also go to jail for allowing this type of what Brian Kilmeade had stated is what is called. This would be in the area of hate speech. That is hate speech. He threatened a certain sect of society. That's hate speech. How did he threaten them? To have them put to death, involuntarily be put to death. That's the sentiment that he puts out and puts forth. Yes, he did on the weekend, on a Sunday, did a little apology. Less people on the weekend watch him. They're out and about. So he didn't get a whole, and then they moved other stories, and then the other guy gets taken. That became the top story, and everybody, even in mainstream, forgot about Kilmeade. My thing is how that man is able to stay on the air, able to face that camera, knowing that he has been demonized, and he's demonized. Like I said, not only should he be fired, he should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of law. He should be put up in trial for inciting genocide. This is what he's doing. He's not asking or saying anything any different than what the other guys overseas, who's having a war right now, is doing to the other side. You know who I'm talking about, I just can't say it. Anyway, I'm just trying to state here, okay? Like I said, I'm talking to a lot of you creators. If any of you know me, I'm going to let you know you're missing the boat. And I think I've even said this underneath some of you creators. So you're missing the boat. Brian Kilmeade, if this gets out and is allowed, what's the next step? Until the next generation is so callous to where, oh yeah, that person's in my way. Have them beheaded. Have them be gone. Is that where we're going to be if we let this go? Are we helping the devil take our souls? Are we helping him take our souls, take our compassion? What the hell are we doing as a society? I'm appalled. You people on YouTube, face it, you're not saying, I'm the only one, I believe, saying anything about this. I am appalled over this. This is breaking my heart that nobody else is saying anything about it. I am just, F Jimmy Kimmel bullshit. I don't care if the man's on, he should stay on. Actually, that guy, Kimmel, he should stay on. But Brian Kilmeade, he should be taken off the air. So there you go. Derby Jack out. Hope to see y'all on the other side.